Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Wake Up Report. You know something? When black women, on this show, we're talking specifically about our beautiful black women. I mean, our dark skinned, mocha skinned, chocolate skinned black women. When those types of black women embrace their beauty, when they embrace being who they are, being black, that is it's a wonderful thing. There's just something about a black woman who embraces who she is. It radiates, and it just affects everything, everyone around them. Sometimes in a good way, sometimes in a bad way. Today we're talking about what happens when a jackass affects that environment in a bad way. But I want you to take a look at this young lady right here. Now this is the definition of a black goddess. She is absolutely stunning. She is absolutely beautiful. Her skin is absolutely perfect. She is absolutely gorgeous with her black, dark, chocolate self. Look like a big old delicious chocolate Hershey's bar, like a big old delicious box of Cocoa Pebbles. She's so beautiful. And her hair, look at her hair. You just want to put your hands in that, just grab it, and just have all kinds of fun with it, man. Look like a big old tasty black piece of licorice. She's so fine. No makeup, no enhancements, no fake breasts, no fake inflated behinds. She is absolutely perfect the way she is, and put all the physical attributes aside. She's a law major. So not only is she beautiful, but this woman has brains. Whoever catches this is gonna be like one of the luckiest men on the planet. So you got beauty, you got brains, and she's a model too. So you got, well, obvious, that's obvious, you know, as beautiful as she is, why wouldn't she model? But so you're gonna have a woman who is absolutely drop dead gorgeous. She's got a mind, she's a lawyer, a model, whatever that this woman aspires to be. You're talking about, like, that's the catch of all catches. That's a queen. That is a freaking goddess walking on this planet. And leave it to a jackass to come in to the mix and inject their own brand of good old-fashioned black self-hate. It doesn't matter that this woman is flawless. It doesn't matter that this woman is educated. It doesn't matter what this woman is as far as who she is, what she looks like. This moron gets on Twitter and says if she were lighter, she'd be on fire. And when I read stuff like that, or when I hear black people make comments like this, these days you can't really when you hear white people talk about black people, call them names, and I don't get mad at that anymore, because so much ignorance comes out of black people's mouths in regard to black people. It's hard to be mad at white people when they say what they say. Now, after I read the remark, of course, I wanted to go to his Twitter to see what other gems of wisdom I could find from this clown. And taking a look at his Twitter page, none but sports, retweeting other people's tweets, no thoughts of his own, just a total doofus, a moron, a ignoramus. And the sad part about that is for people like this, there's no shortage of beautiful women. For some reason, women gravitate towards idiots like this. Just a total doofus. This girl is like, she's dime piece potential. Not even potential, she's dime piece, period. You can't see past her skin color. You can't see how intelligent she is, what she's got going on with her life. You can't see. All you see is what you've been conditioned to see, is that dark skin is somehow so repulsive to you that if you would somehow peel it off of her, that would make her acceptable. The amount of melanin in her skin is the only thing that repulses you, when in fact, those of us who have a high melanin content are more blessed than everyone else, because factors from the sun, factors in age, factors in health, all of that is melanin based. So the more melanin you have in your system, in your body, the better off you are as a person. Not to mention the fact that, we'll go there a little bit. God created man and woman. Let me make man and woman or let us make man and woman in our image and our likeness. Well, do you know where Eden was? Eden was in Ethiopia. You know where Ethiopia is? Ethiopia is in Africa. And if you know that Eden and Ethiopia were in Africa, then that means the first man and the first woman on this planet were dark-skinned black Africans. Everybody, including you, Mr. Ignoramus, comes out of that black woman. That is, you've heard that before, you know, the mother of creation, the mother of civilization. A lot of these hood rats nowadays fight so hard against that. But every woman walking around on this planet comes out of that woman right there. She is the archetype. She is the prototype. She is the highest you could get as far as women. I'm not saying that all of our women are beautiful, because as time goes on and cultures grow and people move and things like that, we get different types of people. All people are beautiful. You have to ask yourself, what is it that somebody knows about black people that they singled us out to be the lowest form of whatever, to be the most rejected, the most repulsed? What is it that you know about us that you have to go out of your way, so far out of your way, to make sure that we are not attractive to anybody else on this planet? And unfortunately, that narrow-minded mind conditioning has worked on a lot of black people. You've convinced a lot of black people to hate themselves. You've convinced a lot of black people that black skin is repulsive and something to be ashamed of. So congratulations, whoever developed that mindset from Willie Lynch on, it works. It is in full effect. And I think if you talk to the average black woman, dark-skinned black women have been catching this mess since creation, more or less. It doesn't help that black men further keep this mess going. You see it in print, you see it in media. Just this, what is it? I know what it is, so it's a rhetorical question. What is it about light skin that you value so much that you just cannot be secure unless you surround it by all this light skin mess? And I mean, it is a pervasive problem in the black community. It is a mental sickness as far as I'm concerned, and we haven't done enough to address it. We haven't done enough to confront it. We like to conveniently wait until white people say something negative or nasty about us, because it's easier to attack them when they say it. But we do not want to address all of the mental sickness that's going on with black people and all of the stuff that has led up to this mess and why we are the way we are. I did a show back about Trinity Carr and as Amy Anita Francis, and she beat this girl up in the bathroom, and as a result of beating her up, she died. One of the things that I said was Trinity Carr, who's a dark-skinned black woman, attacked this girl because she was light-skinned. She attacked this girl and beat on this girl because Amy Francis represented something that she could never be. And of course, black people attack me for it. You don't know what you're talking about. Quit bringing up the light skin stuff. Why you got to start with the light skin mess? This is, it's proof. It is absolute proof. When you subject somebody to such hateful remarks and they internalize that hate, well, all they can output is hate. What they grow up doing is hating themselves, and they cannot project onto something that looks like them in any kind of a positive way. And they will lash out at something that they deem to be better than them, superior to them, because they can never aspire to be that. That was my point. And for some reason, black people just seem to ignore that and don't want to deal with it. Now, after the remark, it goes without saying, most of the people came to this young lady's defense. Not that she needed any defending, but in their remarks, they just showed, that black is beautiful. People are beautiful. Black is beautiful just like everything else. And these kind of idiotic, moronic statements need to stop. We really need to stop it as black people. We need to confront it and deal with it and begin to move on and move up from this. But to me, that's like, I would love to, if I could get in a time machine and I could see who specifically targeted the African, the black man and the woman, and why they did it, and what the results would be out of getting a group of people to hate themselves so much that they will never unite, They will always be at odds with each other. And I don't care what anybody says. If you have a preference for light skin, like this moron does, and if you don't like black skin, you don't like yourself as a black person. There's no other way to put it. There's something going on with you mentally, and you need to address it. But for all you beautiful chocolate, mocha, dark, black, Hershey, Cocoa Pebbles women out there, this young lady's experience is a good lesson in self-love. Love yourselves. Self-love is the best love that you can possibly get. And until you learn to love yourself, until you love yourself, there isn't anything that anybody is going to be able to do for you. No man is going to be able to fill that gap with his love. No clothes, no butt implants, no skin lightening cream, no fake boobs, whatever it is. Learn to love yourself. Learn to love the skin that you are in. And that goes for not only black women, that goes for everybody. Love that light skin, love that white skin, love that caramel skin, love whatever it is you are. Okay, as a person, if you do not love yourself, you cannot possibly love others. I don't care what you say. I don't care what you do. Self-love is the best love. And this gorgeous young lady is a perfect prime example of self-love. And when you radiate, when that self-love just radiates out of a person. And I mean, look at this picture of this girl right here. Look at it. She goes, let me stop this picture right here. You see that face? That face is saying, oh, goddamn, I'm so fine. When I walk into a room, time stops. I'm so fine. And I know I'm fine, goddamn it. I know I am. When that love radiates out, what comes back to you is going to be equal or more than what you put out. You know, like we say, those saying, what you put out in the universe is always going to come back to you. When you put that self-love out there, you will get the love that you deserve to get. And last but not least, we can all learn a lesson, especially you, mister, if she be on fire, can learn from this young lady. Now, this beautiful little vanilla girl right here, well, her parents said because she was acting good, she could go to the store, she could pick out any doll that she wanted. And as you can see by the picture, she picked out a black doll. She picked out a dark-skinned black doll. She picked out a dark-skinned black doll who has a doctor's uniform on. Well, when she gets to the register, the cashier tells her, well, you know, we have other dolls available that, you know, look like you. Why would you want that doll? This little 2-year-old tells a grown adult, she does look like me. I want to be a doctor. She's a doctor. You see her stethoscope? She has beautiful hair, just like I have beautiful hair. So she does look like me. If a 2-year-old child, and we know the saying sometimes that out of the mouths of babes comes the truth. If a 2-year-old child has enough sense to appreciate black beauty for what it is, black people, what is your excuse? This is KTM and the Wake Up Report saying, think a little bit. It will do wonders for you.